And today I'm going to take you through a very short presentation and explain to you how it actually works, how you can earn the money, how we help you, and how to get started. And before I explain how it actually works, I want to explain to you that there's different ways that people decide to get started. Some people get started on their own, and that will help to generate a great part-time income. Some people get started with a spouse or a partner, and some people decide to get involved in the team building side of it, which is going to produce the larger incomes. If you're interested in the larger incomes, make sure you let the person who sent you along to watch this video, make sure you let them know, and they'll show you how you can do it. So the product range. We have got lots of products, thousands of different products, and it will be dependent on which advert you've responded to, what you're actually interested in doing. You may be already familiar with the Clunies side of the business, which is the catalogues that we've successfully done for over 90 years door to door. A couple of years ago, they launched the K-Life range, which is what I like to call the pretty products. Thousands of beautiful household products and personalised gifts, and we're selling them through social media. We're using the catalogue as well, but mainly being sold through social media, and it's really simple and easy to do. And the person who sent you along to have a wee look at that is probably already introduced you to their online selling groups. You hopefully have seen some of the products. There's thousands of them. So our job is to find customers, and there's lots of ways that you can do that as well. Facebook, social media, been really, really popular. Friends and family sometimes become some of our best customers. Some people decide to pop catalogues through the letterbox, and some people decide to present catalogues. It may be to people they know, friends, neighbours, or they may just go around the local area. It's entirely up to you. They all work. The goal is to find 20 new customers a week, and that would result approximately in £250 in orders weekly, which would be £1,000 in sales on a 4-weekly period, which is what we work on. And that's the national average for a business that's over 90-year-old. So there's you've got your £1,000 in sales, and the result would be an income of approximately £200 to £270 every 4 weeks that you turn that over. You choose your own hours. Your new customers will provide regular repeat business. We teach you how to build a customer base, so you go to less people for more orders, and we also teach you how to build up an online customer base if that's what you've chosen to do. But what that means is in time your hourly rate will grow when you're actually only going to people who purchase from you, only going to customers. And here's some examples of people in the first few weeks in the business. Heather and Francis Thorpe both had demanding full-time jobs when they got started last March. At the same time, they were organising their daughter's imminent wedding. They earned £150 in their first 2 weeks and £398 in the first full 4 weeks in the business. And there's a copy of that income check. David Houston and Colette joined Relay to save for their wedding. They both have very, very demanding full-time jobs, and when they got started, David was doing the business on his own. They earned £222 in their first 4 weeks in the business, and you can see the dates. These are pretty up to date. And here we have Janet Downey, her husband Titch, who's joined her in the business now, but when she first got started, she was doing it on her own. She was a dental nurse from the age of 16 and had to give up duties having sciatica. She now works part-time in a little independently owned coffee shop, but she earned £186 in her first 2 weeks in the business. So the income potential on a very part-time, spare-time basis right from the start is there. Now, how can you grow your income? Well, you can grow your income in 2 ways: by expanding your customer base, you can get as many customers as you want. But another way that you can grow a more serious income is by sharing the opportunity. Now, let's say that we help you to find a couple of people to do exactly what you've done. Mary and Susan both did £1,000, which is what you did and continue to do. They both earn the same as you did, up to £270. Now, this is dependent on which catalogue products. Speak to the person that introduced you to the business and they'll explain exactly how that bonus levels work. But because you introduced them, you will be paid a bonus. Your retail profit will increase because of your bonus level. Basically, the more you turn over, the higher the bonus becomes. And so in this instance, you'll have a team bonus as well of £80. So just for introducing them, showing them what you've done, you've earned another £120. But it can grow from there. The next step is what we call duplication, where people that you've introduced, we help them to introduce. So we're going to help Mary and Susan to do what you've done in the previous slide. And so they both earn £390. But we're also going to help you to introduce a few more into your business who all earn the £270. You're the link that brought them into the business. So that's the reason you're going to get paid a bonus. It gets paid on your turnover. Your own retail profit has now increased to £370 for your £1,000 turnover. Your team bonus in this instance is £760, giving you a total part-time income of £1,130. It's a lifestyle without limits. And here's Heather and Fran, you met them earlier. They started in March 2016, at the end of March 2016, and within 11 months, through one, expanding their customer base, they do have a good customer base online and offline, but also by introducing people into their team who are also making money. And their income within 10 months had increased to £727. In less than a year, it grew to over 1,100. Laura Harrison. Laura was a stay-at-home mum. She just had a little baby and admits that she had a bit of the baby blues. Her husband, Paul, was a self-employed painter and decorator. She earned £254 regularly every month until she decided to share the opportunity. So there's her 285 in average income. When she shared the opportunity, within a month her income had grown to £846, and she now regularly, on a part-time basis, earns over £1,200 a month and growing. Jennifer Sinnott. Jennifer's from Ireland and she works very full-time in a demanding job. She's building the business on a part-time basis around her existing job. Her first income was around €246. 18 months later, she's earning over €4,000 every 4 weeks. And here's some examples. There's these first checks, the 9th of April 2015. Can't see the date there, but it's a year later, it's actually 11 months later, €2,827, euros rather, and 17th of November 2016, €4,974. So within an 18-month period, she's went from zero to just under €5,000 part-time, and she's done this simply by having her own customer base and sharing the opportunity and teaching others to share the opportunity. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about here. What you see here is 2 teams at £10,000. So you've got your own team at 10,000 and you've got 2 of your team members, Paul and Mary, have grown their team to 10,000. Now this is where the company will pay you what we call royalty bonuses, and this will give you long long-term security, because you'll get paid these bonuses for as long as Paul and Mary are doing that business. In this example, Paul and Mary have achieved what we call gold distributor, and you're going to be paid 4.5% royalty bonus on their turnover. So if you remember, you've got your 370 retail profit, your team volume profit of approximately 1,000. The royalty bonuses equates to 900, giving you a total income, and I will say that this can still be done and is being done on a part-time basis. Jennifer's certainly still part-time in the business, of £2,270 every 4 weeks. And at this level, there's some amazing incentives start to really kick in. You can get cash bonuses, you can win a car, and you can win free 5-star holidays. There's the mini recognition as you progress with your business. You can win a mini for a year. That's based on the new business sales. Or you can win a mini for life by achieving what I've just shown you. Or you can take the cash. If you don't want the car, you can take the cash. And there is free holidays to exotic locations. That's me there, one McDonald, with a lady called Fiona Webb, and that was in India. And in May, I'm going off to Mexico. It's wonderful. But what can happen in time? And what I will say, I'm not going to say that this is get rich quick or it's simple and easy to do, but this takes time and development and following the tried and proven system that we've got in place. But if you introduce 5 leaders and teach them all to do that £10,000 minimum, in this example here, you would be earning around about £50,000 every year. Every year, yeah, £50,000 a year. But if they start to introduce 5, the sky then is the limit. So what I will like to say is we give you 100% help and support every step of the way. And you may be skeptical. It's normal to be skeptical. Some people, you know, who join quickly without skepticism quickly leave. Skepticism makes you look into it and find out if this is a viable opportunity. And we do understand that this may be unfamiliar territory and that you'll need help and support with your new business. And that's what we are committed to do, to work with you and help you into profit fast with a proven 100% system for success. And all you have to do is follow the system with us, and there's a wee list of all the different support that's in place. But the biggest support in the early stages have come from the person that introduced you to the business. So how much does it cost to get started? Well, you would think for the opportunity potential here that it would cost hundreds, maybe even thousands, but you can get started in minutes from as little as £25. Now that'll be dependent on whether you're going online only. If you're wanting to do the catalogue side of the business, speak to your sponsor, the person that sent you along to watch this video, and decide what would be the best kit for you. But if you came through Facebook and you're looking to sell online, you can get started for £25. Now that gets you completely set up. You get your online, your own website, personalised website, you get your own ordering facility and everything you need to get started, including a money back guarantee. You might find it's not for you. Hopefully that won't be the case, because this business changes lives. It changed mine. That's me there, and that's my little hat that Clooney's sent me when I was going to India. And before I joined the business, I was in dire straits. I was living in a 1-bedroom flat with my 2 children who were 5 and 6 years old at the time. I was pawning stuff to survive. I was selling old things that were up the loft at thrift shops, anything to get some money. And literally just before I got started, I ran out of money and I had to get a crisis loan. I borrowed the £25 to get started, and yes, it was £25 back then. In 1993 was when I really kicked into gear due to illness. And there's what I earned in my first few weeks in the business, £564.56, and that was an absolute lifesaver to me. That figure alone was life-changing, but I introduced people straight away. I was really, really desperate to change my lifestyle, so I shared the opportunity. It worked for me, so why wouldn't it work for them? And my business grew very, very quickly. As a result, I've had a wee bit of publicity. That's the Daily Star about do you make your own luck? The Daily Record, top of the mops. I didn't really like that one. At last, I can spoil the kids. Just let you see these, because we could tell you anything, but the proof's there. We can back up everything that we've said. We can show you how you can earn £200 or £300 a month on a part-time basis, or if it interests you, we can show you how to make £2,000 to £3,000 a month on a part-time basis and grow it from there. Thank you very much for your time. If you've enjoyed the presentation, I would recommend that you get back to the person who sent this to you, and they'll answer any questions that you may have.